Welcome back to Eat the Canvas, where it is my goal to inspire you to grow more of what you eat. And on today's episode, we're going to be doing a November garden tour. So I haven't done a garden tour in a while, but it's pretty amazing to see how much stuff is growing right now. Let me show y'all. So I'm going to start off with all the bananas because we have 3 banana plants right now that are producing. And every time I see it, I just think, man, abundance. This is absolutely abundant. While trying to capture my second banana plant, I've been wondering why at times squash flowers would be going off of the squashes. And I just spotted a lizard eating a squash flower. Who has ever seen a lizard eat squash flowers? I don't think I've ever seen this before. All right, and here is banana plant number 2. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And I won't go behind all this compost right now, but this is number 3 right there. Up here we have our papaya, which has been producing a lot. It already produced a section of them already that we've already harvested and eaten. And here's just even more coming. And coming down from the papaya tree, we have our pigeon pea, which has grown a lot since last time. It ain't looking too cute right now, but it's still growing. So I would imagine in a couple of months, it's gonna start producing some actual pigeon peas. Our little moringa right here. It's doing all right, kind of growing sideways, but it's just an extra tree anyway. Down here, turmeric, still growing well. This lemon tree that popped up from lemon that was in compost, I guess the seeds, I snipped it right here not too long ago so that it could come out these sides right here. Over here, now this has grown a lot. Our dwarf everbearing mulberry tree. I've harvested some from here. I love the way they taste. Sweet. Had a little tartness to them. So I'm waiting for more of these to come up again. Some of them are a little small right now, I think just because it's still in this kind of growing process, but it's looking good. Cranberry hibiscus, doing all right. And this, I actually have no idea what this is. It just started coming up, so I left it to see what it is. And when I look at what's actually growing, I have no idea what this is. No clue. Does anybody know what type of squash, this is? Because I have no idea. I guess it can almost look like an acorn squash, but not completely. It's a little long, so maybe a hybrid kind of mixed up here, and now that's what it's producing. When they're small, it looks like this. Actually, this hasn't been pollinated. When they're small, they kind of look like that right there. And bringing it back up from that, our black mission fig. I pruned this a lot actually. We have a lot of new growth coming in here. Right here, our katuk, which has grown a lot. I've clipped some of the stem from right here and actually replanted it around the yard, so I'll show that so y'all can see how that's going right here. Right here is one of the cuttings. I just clipped it, stuck it in some soil, and maybe about 3 or 4 weeks later, it started producing a little bit of roots. So I put it in the ground. And over here is our other katuk cutting. So I'm trying to spread a lot of these around the yard, this and many other plants. And we still have our pineapples here. They're growing slow, but they are growing. 3 different varieties. And by the banana tree here, this is our big pile of, I guess, slowly degrading compost. I just clip branches and all kind of stuff and throw it in this pile right here. Let's see, we got another little papaya coming up from this compost right there, as well as another little one here, another little one here, another little one there, and so on. And I have to weed a lot of this, but I do see that our longevity spinach has been growing and spreading out, so that's pretty cool. Cuban oregano is going pretty wild. Our black pepper vine, which I thought was dying at first, I'm glad to see that it is actually growing. I don't know how long it takes to actually begin to produce the black pepper itself, but I'm waiting for that. The avocado tree that I planted from seed has definitely been growing a lot. I remember when it was about 6 feet high. Now it just is not stopping. We still have our ginger and turmeric growing over here. I'm gonna keep spreading these around the yard as well. So a couple of days ago, we were able to go to this event where they were giving away free plants and trees. Whenever I see something like that, I feel the urge to go because it's free food. Well, for the food producing plants and trees, it's free food. Like, why would I not go? So one thing we got was this single dino kale. So they were allowing you to get one of each plant or herb, as well as one of each tree, I believe. I forgot what this was called. It reminds me of a marigold, but not really, but it's a flowering type plant. And we got this tomato. It did not show what type of tomato it was, so I guess that will be a surprise. So I stepped in the backyard where the other 3 plants / trees were that we got from there. This is a Barbados cherry. This is the second one I have. So I'm definitely gonna plant this out soon. This is our lemongrass. I'll decide where I'm gonna put that. And I'm glad I actually did this video today because I forgot about these plants being back here, kind of. So I have not watered them. And the strawberry tree looks like it is about to die. So I'm gonna definitely get this in the ground ASAP. Look at the leaves, they're just falling off. But this is what it looks like. It's not an actual tree that produces strawberries. I know some of you all know that. But I suppose the fruit itself has a taste, a similar taste of like strawberries / cotton candy. So I've had it before, it's pretty good. They were handing out free plants, y'all. Free food. Of course I'm gonna get that. All right, so carrying it along, we have our red and yellow striped sugar cane, still growing the wackest out of the other sugar canes. You know, it looks very brown and spotted, but I definitely do see stripes finally forming on here. But let me show you the red sugar cane because we've already harvested a good chunk of that so far. And here is the red sugar cane. This one was the first to be ready out of the red and yellow stripe, the purple as well. This one has been the star, so definitely had this already. Mother-in-law loves this as well. Beautiful. Our Black Mission fig is still doing well. Over here, the star fruit that we planted from seed, same time as the avocado. This has been producing a lot, y'all. I just made some tacos last night, and I actually chopped up star fruit and put it inside of the taco. Y'all, that thing was good. I love this, it's producing so much. Now over here we had another plant arising from some in-place compost that I just dug and put into the ground. Y'all, look at this. I did not plant this spaghetti squash. I just threw some in the ground that we were gonna compost. and this thing started growing. I didn't know what it was at first until I saw it until I saw it coming up. I thought it was not going to actually grow, but yep, it is. Beautiful. We have another one around this side as well. It's a little larger, getting mature a little faster. Now behind that, this is where we had the large cassava that was growing. So now our custard apple is able to get a little bit more sunlight, though I believe it's a understory type tree anyway, but it has been growing in that shade nicely, because at first it looked like it was gonna die. They have very interesting flowers, I guess you can call them, not your typical type of flower. I forgot which one's male and female, but I'll look at that again. Now I'm always growing beans pretty much everywhere, in every gap that I can find. This is a cream pea, zipper pea. This is the original Barbados cherry that we started up. It's produced a couple so far, but I'd say it's still in its process of growing. It definitely has pretty much tripled in size since I first put it in, so it grows pretty fast. My next step is to learn how to propagate these branches so that I can continue to spread it around. But let me show y'all what I am most excited about. Now, I have mentioned multiple times that one of my goals is to become a pumpkin and squash growing master, but I kind of want to rephrase that, because I wouldn't say it's necessarily about mastering that, more so than it is about making sure you grow what grows well in your area. And one that has been done very well, growing very well so far, has been the Seminole pumpkin. Y'all, this thing has multiple, I don't want to go all in here right now, but there's like another one there, another one here. There's one growing here, and there are multiple growing around here that I made sure that I hand pollinated. We got one here, we got one there, we have another one or three somewhere back there as well. Y'all, this is beautiful. Now with these spaghetti squashes over here, I will definitely make sure that I save the seeds from this one and the other one and replant them, because they're pretty much going to have been adapted to my soil here, meaning everything that I grow from the next generation of plants, of seeds that have been able to, I guess, kind of shift their genetic code to the area that they're growing in, should grow even better the next time. So that is what I'm looking forward to, because the garden keeps getting better and better as the months go on. Now the Seminole pumpkin I showed you all was over there. We're gonna bring it all the way back over here so you can see how this thing is still just spreading and going. It seems like there's already about 7 on here so far that have been pollinated, and it's still going. Oh, and by the way, please meet our new tortoise. Honestly, I kind of slacked with the other one and left it out, and it kind of escaped, but we found out that 2 people had grabbed it, put it in a box, so I'm imagining they're taking care of it. In the same way that one came, if you all remember, it just showed up on a rainy day. We have another tortoise that literally showed up on another day in the yard. I do not live in a place where tortoises just roam like animals, okay? Like squirrels and stuff like that. But yet and still, we've had 2 tortoises just show up in the yard. That's some weird stuff. Now I'm definitely gonna take much better care of that one. But it's kind of cool to see how another one just showed up. What I'm imagining is someone is breeding tortoises somewhere, and every once in a while one just escapes, and 2 have happened to show up in our yard so far, so I love that. But y'all, that's all I have to show you right now. Everything else is pretty redundant as of the other videos before. But this is Eat the Canvas, y'all. This is growing more of what you eat. This is producing food. We got bananas growing in abundance, papayas growing in abundance. We got sugar canes, all kinds of herbs and star fruits and tropical greens and turmeric and ginger and so on and so forth. I'm trying to max out the space of things that I can grow, especially diversity of things that I can grow. So I hope you're inspired to go out there to grow more of what you eat. Until next time, y'all.